Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Festus Kielo, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, please I request you to subscribe, and you'll be getting notification every time I do a new video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the temporarily skilled shortage visa subclass 482. Most of you have asked me what is the best way to move to Australia for work, and so I thought this was a best opportunity and actually a chance for most of you to try and see whether they can achieve their dreams. And so in today's video, we're talking about a category of visa that allows you to move or emigrate to Australia as a skilled worker. So, in a nutshell, what is temporarily skilled shortage visa? The temporarily skilled shortage visa lets employers sponsor workers to Australia to fill the labor shortage. So what does this one mean? It means that for you to be able to apply for this Australian 482 work visa, you must be sponsored by an Australian employer or a company. And you know what? It doesn't have to be a big company. Medium-sized or even small-sized companies are able to sponsor you. In this category of visa, there are three streams, and those streams we are going to talk about them today. I'm going to explain to you what each stream entails, and so let's get started. All right, now the first stream is called short-term stream. Let's talk about the short-term stream and what you need for you to apply to this category of visa. First of all, you need to be nominated to work in an occupation that is on the short-term skilled occupation list. Every year, the government publishes a list of occupations that are in high demand. And so for you to apply for this short-term stream, your occupation needs to be in that short-term skilled occupation list. Number two, you need to have at least 2 years of relevant work experience in your nominated occupation or in a related field. Number three, you need to have a positive skills assessment if that is required for your occupations. Some occupations, they require you to have your skills assessed and to have received a positive assessment. It's always to confirm with your occupation whether this one is required or not. Number four, you need to have a minimum standards of English language proficiency. So you need to have attained a certain level of English. This one can be done in what we call TOEFL or in IELTS. Some other occupations require you to do Cambridge or PTE, but there are levels or the requirements for each category, so you need to check what is the minimum required for whatever you are applying. Number five, there is no age limit. That's good news for this kind of visa. There's no age limit for you to apply to this short skilled visa. So short-term skilled visa, what does this visa let you do? One, it lets you work in Australia up to 2 years, but it can be renewed once when you are still in Australia. You can travel in and out of Australia as many times as you want, as long as your visa is valid. And you can include other family members. If you have a family, you can include your partner, your wife or your husband. You can include your dependent children. And you can also study while in Australia, and also your family members can live, can study and all work in Australia. That is good news. Now, let's move to the next category of this visa, which is medium-term stream. Let's talk about what you need for you to qualify for medium term stream. One, you need to be nominated to work in an occupation that is on either the medium and long-term strategic skills list or in regional occupation list. Now get this very key difference between the short-term and the short-term stream and the medium-term stream. The difference is, in short term, your occupation needs to be in the short term occupation list, but in medium term, your occupation needs to be listed in the medium and long term strategic skills list or regional occupation list. That is very key. Now, you still need 2 years of relevant work experience. You still need to have a positive skills assessment if that is required, and you need to meet minimum standards of English language proficiency. Now, there's a difference between the two requirements for the English. With the short term, the requirement is a little bit lower compared to medium term. So medium term requires you to have a higher grade, if I can say that, a higher grade of English language requirement. And again, there's no age limit with this kind of visa. Now let's go to what you can do with this medium term stream, and this is very key. So if you have been looking to come to Australia for and you are looking to applying for a permanent residency, then medium term might be the best for you, because with the short term there is no provision for you to apply for permanent residency, but with the medium term stream it allows you to apply for permanent residency, as we are going to see. So let's see what you can do when you have this visa. When you have the medium term stream visa, it allows you to work up to 4 years in Australia. Now, the most important thing about this is you have a direct pathway to apply for permanent residency through Employer Nomination Scheme 186. So this one gives you that opportunity to apply for a permanent residency. So if you have been looking to emigrate to Australia, then this might be one of the best option for you. Number 2, you can travel in and out of Australia as many times as you want, provided your visa is still valid, and you can include your other family members, your partner, and your children. You can still study while in Australia, and any of your family members can live, study, and still work in Australia. And our last category in this stream is the labor agreement stream, and this visa is for skilled workers nominated by employers who have signed a labor agreement with the Australian government. So if you are being sponsored by an employer who has signed this agreement, the labor agreement, then you fall into this category. And so I'm not going to go into details because there are different labor agreement for different regions for employers to sponsor you under the labor agreement stream. And there are conditions that you need to abide by when you receive the temporarily skilled shortage visa, subclass 482. So, condition number 1, you must work in Australia only in an occupation that you are nominated for. And number 2, you must work only for your nominating business. You are not allowed to change your employer. So, these are the 3 streams that you can consider applying and move to Australia as skilled worker. Thank you very much, guys, for listening, and please, if you like this video, put in the comment down there. Let me know what are your thoughts about about this video, and I will really appreciate. And again, let me know what other areas you want me to cover. And please, if you have not subscribed, I'm kindly asking you to subscribe to this channel, support this channel to grow, and you are going to be receiving more and more stuff about Australia. And thank you very much. God bless you.